Bonjour, belles amis. Wimberley Jerika Chantrell, also known as Blue Jay, and welcome back. How are you? I hope that you miss me as much as I missed you. And guess what? It is finally February, and what does that mean? Black History Month and the month of love. So, if you are a person that is ready to feel the true, quiet, magical benefits of self-love and the magnetic power of self-pleasure, then this may be the video for you. Let's talk about it. My beautiful baby, before we get into anything to do with any intimacy or any intimate conversations, I ask that you pay attention to what? The disclaimer. And with this disclaimer, I ask that if you are not in a private place or a place that you can have peace and quiet, privacy, and also are able to join me with consent, of course, I ask that you take a minute to do so. Make sure that you take you a well-grounded bath. Make sure that you wound down and you ground yourself. Learn the sacred benefits of quiet self-pleasure and the magnetism of sacred heat. Sacred heat that doesn't have to be created between you or anyone else if you are single, but between you and yourself, which is even better because nobody can make you feel as good or knows how to make you feel good as yourself. And in order to teach people how to do that, you have to teach yourself. So just know that this conversation is not for any judgment, but it is to invite you in so that you can loosen up, so that you can get more comfortable and familiarized with yourself. And we don't want you focusing on the pressure of the way that you perform. This is not about you expertising when it comes to intimacy, but when it comes to the way that you want to learn and know how to feel, which means that if you decide to share your sensual or intimate connection with someone when you decide to, that means that you will know what to look for and you will know how to communicate that, and you will be able to unravel and enjoy yourself the best way that you can. But again, it starts with you. So what do I mean when I say sacred heat? Well, when I mention sacred heat, I mean how the quiet intelligence of self-love and self-pleasure can be actually felt when it feels real and when it's not forced, which means you're not forcing any types of obsessions or fixations on outside environmental sources or codependencies on others if you don't currently have that, or if you are afraid of being single so that you can be satisfied in more ways than one. But it does not help if you are currently with a partner that does not understand your body, especially when you are basically resistant to speaking up and actually showing and telling. You remember back in school, we were always taught to show and tell. We always had to show our work and tell how we got it to our professors, to our teachers, to even our kindergarten teachers since the beginning of time. So you shouldn't be ashamed of actually showing and being able to fully express yourself when it comes to your most vulnerable self in the intimacy department in the bedroom. Now, you know, we got to talk about it. We got to get into straight facts. We got to get into the facts as to how self-pleasure and sacred heat and the quiet intelligence of this strong magnetizing force of love, because love is universal and love is very, very powerful. Do you know how much I manifested with that type of activity, with those types of activities? You think that I have somebody with me all the time, honey? No, I don't have anybody. That's why when I am by myself, I take that time to quietly manifest exactly what I'm looking for. So let's get into the psychology part about it. Sexual pleasure is looked at in psychology and in exology as a normal human activity or practice that is experienced among the regular human lifespan. So do not feel bad if someone is trying to demonize something that is normal, such as pleasure in general, such as feeling good, such as releasing endorphins and dopamine and oxytocin in the body. Why would you not want to feel that? It's just like eating some sweets, right? You like you some chocolate, you like you some, I love me some Reese's peanut butter cups, and I gotta have my Reese's peanut butter cups. And if I share my Reese's peanut butter cups, that means that I care about you. Okay, so when it comes to actual pleasure, and you need to use your imagination, because I still want to be safe when it comes to how I present myself. But we're all grown here. We're all have kids for most of us. We are not, what I'm saying, we're not innocent, okay? Maybe we're innocent until proven guilty, but I've been seeing. I can see what y'all don't see. And so when I know y'all get into the nitty gritty, I know. What else does self-pleasure do to benefit you? Well, it helps and it targets the parasympathetic nervous system, that fight or flight, rest and digest that we have been talking about in our segments. That is what self-pleasure does. It also helps to make you feel more secure and to stop you from the overthinking and stop you again from fixating on things that may not be possible in the current energy that you may be in, when it comes to you actually like being with someone and being attracted to someone that may not be available, emotionally, physically, spiritually, anyway. With you just, making yourself feel good and pleasuring yourself the way that you deserve to feel and to be and to experience, then that is so beautiful to be able to be in control in the magician energy, that manifestation magician. You could be a Gemini, or you could have Virgo or Aries somewhere highly aspected in your chart. But if not, just having the tools, having yourself to do this work for you without having to depend on, again, outside resources that may not be attainable at the time. Doesn't mean that it will never be attainable, but just at this time. So in order to help you out, you need to start getting to the nitty gritty. You need to start getting to work, baby boo, baby boy, baby girl, whoever you are. This is not discriminating, but again, I am mostly talking to my single ladies. 4 main neurochemicals that pleasure or sacred heat or self-pleasure overall can release for you: dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and prolactin. Is in charge of creating boundaries, also in charge of your creativity, also the way that you self-express when it comes to your throat chakra and speaking up for yourself, speaking up for your beliefs, and just improve sharpness, just being sharp and being on top of it. When it comes to actual pleasure, you can think of so many beautiful, positive things that you would like to happen in your life. And that intention, it's all about the intention. You don't have to have a high intensity climax to be able to be powerful or to accumulate something powerful into your life. But the intention is what matters. If you just have a positive thought process, this will be successful for you. It won't have to be super concentrated on, super rushed, super thought through. You don't have to do any of that, because when it comes to enjoying yourself, it should not have to be forced. It shouldn't have to be pressured. Everything should be smooth consent, smoothly consensual, okay? Also, sexual pleasure can intensify emotions, and when your emotions are intensified, then it causes your focus to also become more stronger and more intense. When it comes to the way that your somatic memory actually processes the way that you are feeling these different sensations, when it comes to how you make your own body feel. When it comes to self-pleasure and manifesting your deep desires, it's more important that you make sure that you do not continue to loop your mind around a certain thing. Do not loop your mind around anything, because if you loop your mind around something, then that something can start to possess your energy, and you want to be the one that's in possession of or in control of your own energy or in control of your own outcomes when it comes to your high valuable manifestations. Make sure that your intentions are always pure. Make sure that you enjoy yourself. Make sure that you leave judgment outside of the room. Make sure that you do not allow anyone to confuse you with your wants and needs. figure yourself out, learn yourself, study yourself, enjoy it, love it all, so that someone else outside of you can love and enjoy you. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you for your next upcoming energy forecast. Au revoir.